Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Parts Talk. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Now today we're going to be bringing you a video directly from automotive news, and we're going to be talking about growing tensions, who wants to be in control, as automakers and dealers clash over the sales models and the service work now being meted out. Tesla originally launched this new model in the industry. As you know, e-commerce has been around with us for more than 15 years. When Tesla came on the scene, they revolutionized the way how people bought their cars. They didn't have any dealerships, and they only recently started to get their service centers up and running because the demand to get the vehicle serviced as soon as possible became burdensome for them. However, traditional automakers have caught on, and this is now having a ripple effect all across North America. So the growing tensions between franchise dealers and legacy automakers over evolving sales models and service work is indeed a complex one, with both sides having valid arguments. On one hand, dealerships would argue that franchise laws that govern the relationship between dealerships and automakers are necessary to protect their interests and to ensure fair competition. On the other hand, automakers argue that these laws are outdated and hinder their ability to adapt to the change in market demands and customer expectations. But before we go into this video, I am urging you to like and subscribe to this channel. Please hit that like button, comment as much as possible so I can get both the views and the subscribers up and running. So without further ado, let's go into this.
Tensions between car dealers and automakers are starting to emerge as key issues in state houses across the U.S. This is because dealers want to strengthen protections in franchise laws and preserve independence from automakers. You are looking at a map showing a selection of dealer franchise legislation under consideration this year in several states involving topics such as selling directly to consumers and warranty reimbursement rates. States like Virginia are proposing language that would prevent traditional automakers from negotiating the sale or lease of a new vehicle directly with consumers or declaring dealers to be delivery agents. Other states want to spell out dealers' roles in participating in future subscription revenue that automakers may seek to activate with over-the-air software updates. Also on the table are proposals to remove automakers' rights of first refusal in buy-sell deals.
So one of the main arguments made by the automakers is that the franchise laws are outdated and add unnecessary costs, making it harder for them to innovate and adapt to the changing market. So as you know, the conditions changes as time goes by. So they argue that modernizing these laws will help to streamline the sales process and make it more efficient, ultimately benefiting the customers, because we want to ensure that we retain as much customers as possible. For example, automakers may want to introduce new sales models such as direct-to-consumer sales or online sales, which would be hindered by the current franchise laws. Tesla went right around that and they established what you call auto galleries. However, dealerships argue that franchise laws are necessary to ensure that they are able to compete fairly with automakers. They believe that allowing automakers to compete directly with franchise retailers would create an uneven playing field, as automakers will have access to resources and advantages that dealerships do not. Additionally, dealerships argue that they provide an important service to customers by providing a personalized face-to-face sales experience that cannot be replicated by direct sales. This may be true because you always want that personalized customer experience and to visit the dealerships and do the necessary drive tests if needs be, and also visit the service and sales department, ensuring that when you take your vehicle back to a dealership, you want to ensure that everything is in place before you make that second deposit. But ultimately, both sides just want to ensure they remain central to the retail experience for consumers. Dealerships want to preserve their role in the sales model, while automakers want to introduce new sales models that meet the evolving needs and expectations of consumers. It will be important for lawmakers to carefully consider both arguments and strike a balance that benefits customers while also allowing for fair competition between dealerships and automakers. And this might also came about as a result of Ford dealerships price gouging customers during the pandemic when everything was on lockdown, and there was a very high demand for the Ford Lightning F-150 pickup. The result, Ford hit back, and now a couple of those dealerships will be losing their rights to sell EVs in the very near future. So no one knows what the future holds, and I've been telling my brothers and sisters in the dealership environment, be prepared, be very prepared. So let me know your thoughts below by leaving your comments. Remember to grab a copy of my ebook, The Parts Manager Guide. Please smash that like button on your way out. It will only take you 1.5 seconds to do so. Until next time.